What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in today. We've got episode 2 of the prep series. So today we're going to be talking you through my training split for prep, my starting macros and how they've changed since we finished off season, and then we'll also run through my prep cycle towards the end of the video. So we're going to be doing a pull session today. So I did hit pull at Halo a couple of weeks back, but we're going to just change it up a little bit. We'll hit some pullovers, we'll hit some traps. So stay tuned, I'll speak to you soon. First time using the Nautilus pull down. I'm used to the hammer strength one, but that actually feels a lot smoother. So I start one of my pull sessions. I've actually got a density session on a Tuesday. So my split is gonna remain the same as it was when I was in off season for now. We can still have another 4 to 8 weeks of milking out this program before any amendments are made. So Monday will be push, Tuesday is a density, which is hamstrings, glutes, quads, upper back, biceps. Wednesday off. Thursday we've got push 2, which is a more upper pec bias day. Friday is usually legs, and then Saturday we have pull 2. So on my pull 2 I do pullovers first, just to get the lats nice and warm before we move on to the heavy stuff. Overshot my top set there, so needed 6 to 9, but got 5 and 4, so quite a considerable drop on the back off. Maybe I wasn't warm enough, but probably overshot it a little bit. That will happen sometimes, but because I don't usually train here, I haven't really got a logbook to go off. So remember, logbook all of your progression, mini jumps up in weight and reps. Oof. Training is it's feeling very good. So I'm actually about 7 kilos down. I was 110.5 peak off season, and I'm now sitting around about 103.5. So 7-ish kilos off. I feel so much better. Feel a lot healthier, but I still feel as strong. So my starting macros, well, sorry, my finishing macros at the end of my bulk, around about 5,000 calories on training days and 4,500 calories on rest days. We were hitting around about 850 or 900 carb on training days. So starting macros for this prep, 3,940 calories on training days and 3,520 calories on non-training. And I've already dropped, like I said, 7 kilos within 2 weeks of prep. Cardio is at 20 minutes fasted. It's now been bumped to 25 and 10K steps in there as well. So those are my starting macros for prep. We have 18 weeks until the first show. Right, so many of you may have been following the channel for a while. You will know that last year the shows didn't go ahead. So the first dance will be this year. Now I've got 3 show dates. There's a little bit of a change around of plans compared to what I said in a previous video. So we're still going to do Callum's show on September the 10th, and we're still going to do the Arnold's on the 23rd to the 25th in Birmingham at the NEC. But the main change is when the first show will be. So we are actually going to do the 27th of August, which is the JT Grand Prix, which is a 2 bros as well. And there I will be doing my first timers, and I'll be doing the novice category, the beginners, and then obviously my open class, which is 5'7" to 5'10" in height, and I have to be under 83 kilos for that. So there's 5 chances to win on the day. First timers, novice, beginners, open. If I win the open class, you go through to the overall, get that sword. 5 chances on the day on the 27th of August. That's the first dance. 2 weeks after that, we have Callum's show, September the 10th, the Race Royal Rumble, and then after that we have the Arnold's. So there's 3 shows within 4 weeks, and these shows change everything. So I'm very, very excited, and we're on track. We've got a long time until the 27th. We've got 18 weeks from the date of this video till the 27th of August. So another 20 kilos to shift to get under the weight cap. Gonna do some traps now, hit some shrugs for the upper trap. So in the previous pull day we had a lot of lat work, same as today, but just towards the end of the session here, doing a lot of, I've got a bit of a weakness in where my mid traps are, and when I do a rear, Callum told me this, and you can see it visually, when I do a back double by, the upper traps aren't so bad, but it's the mid and lower traps and the rhomboids that need work. That movement there, where you're flaring the elbows a little bit, similar to a T-bar, that's where I'm really feeling that movement. So I always have one of them movements in towards the end of my second back day. And then we'll hit some shrugs now for the upper trap. So, bit of a change of plan for this week. I won't bore you to death, but essentially I'm taking this week off of quads because as I've introduced steps and cardio to my prep routine, I've got a little bit of inflammation in my cartilage. So what we're doing is just tapering back the volume on quads. I'm not hitting quads this week, but I'm still making sure I do my hams and glutes twice. So I'm just chucking in some hamstrings on today's pull day. I obviously did hams earlier in the week as well. I do deadlifts. I managed to build up, at the end of off season, I managed to build up to pulling 300 kilos for 4. The last time you saw me at Halo here, I was doing 260 for 5. So we put on a lot of strength on my deadlifts, pulling from the floor, right? So I'd like to get those on camera before the calories start coming down and the cardio starts going up. I'm gonna be building muscle in the next 10 or 12 weeks of this 18 to 22 week prep, right? After that, you get so lean that it's just about reserving tissue at that point. So I'd like to get some big lifts on the camera whilst I've got my strength. So we might try and pull a 300 for 5 behind Andy's lens, and we also might try squatting 250 for 10. I hit 7 fourth exercise on my other leg day 2 weeks ago before I devolumed. So they're 2 lifts I've got in mind. I'm very happy with the off season I've had, and the strength I've made, and the tissue I've built. It's just time to get peeled now. Yes, come on. There's no point in having peeled hamstrings if you ain't got none. So we're making sure 27th, there's some actual size to reveal there. Glutes and hamstrings have come up quite a decent amount. I've been doing a lot more isolation for the hammies, a lot more seated curls, a lot more lying curls, not just relying on deadlifts. And the hamstring, when I do a side chest, a little bit of a swoop now, so just time to get them peeled. Sweet. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. So there we run through my training split, which will change. I'll keep you updated on that. We run through my starting macros for prep, and you now know that we are currently 18 weeks out from my first show on the 27th of August. So my prep cycle is actually going to be testosterone amphate, 300 milligrams a week. We're going to run Masteron at 600 milligrams a week. We're running Trent and amphate at 100 milligrams a week. And we're going to run Provaron 25 milligrams a day. I have 4 IU of HGH in there, so 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. And we still have Lantus in. We removed Nova Rapid post-workout because my calories have obviously dropped by 1,000 calories a day. So we've only got Lantus in the mornings, 20 IU. That will start to come out as the calories come down. And fat burners, we've got Clen at 40 micrograms every morning, which is only 1 tab. Got T4 in there, split at 100 micrograms, 2 lots of 50. And your Himbine at 10 milligrams pre-cardio as well. So I do my cardio fasted. I'm doing 25 minutes on the spin bike at 130 beats per minute. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Thank you for supporting. As I say, this was episode 2 of the prep series. We have got so many episodes to bring you. We're going to document a whole journey to the first show, the second show, and then the Arnold's as well. This is where everything changes. So thanks for everyone for liking the video. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, comment down what you want to see in the future, and I'll catch you in the next episode.